Hi third graders, welcome back to art class. Today in art we are going to be making these cityscapes, nighttime cityscapes, and I'm going to explain how we're going to do them right now. So in the last few weeks we have been talking about the different colors. We've talked about a little bit about how cool colors are violet or purple, blue and green, and how warm colors are red, orange, and yellow. But sometimes we use other colors too that are not warm and they're not cool. And those colors are called neutral colors. So some examples of neutral colors are brown and tan. Black is a neutral color. And white is also a neutral color. So these colors, we call them neutral because they don't have a warm feeling, they don't have a cool feeling. They're just kind of right in the middle. They're usually not as bright as a nice rainbow color is. So when we make our cityscapes today, we're going to use only neutral colors because we want a nice dull nighttime scene. So when we make our cityscape, we're going to use lots of different neutral colors. So on mine here I have some tan, some medium brown, some dark brown, lots of different kinds of browns and tans, and then a black background. And later on we're going to add some stars in our nighttime scene. So you're going to get the chance to draw a lot of different buildings, and then we're going to cut them out. So you can see here I started with a big piece of paper, and I drew some buildings on it. And there's lots of different ways you can do buildings. You can make buildings that have jagged sides, or maybe your buildings are pointy. You can make buildings that have all of their windows drawn on, or just every once in a while you draw a window on. You can have buildings that have a sign on them, like this one right here is a potatoes sign. And I put a water tower in there too. That's a kind of building. And I drew all my buildings onto my paper, and then when I was done drawing them, I cut them out, and then I glued them down with a glue stick onto my paper. Now the thing I want us to pay attention to when we're making our cityscapes is overlapping. To make a building, or anything really, look like it is in front of something else, we put it on top of it in our drawing, so we overlap it. So you can see here that my potatoes building is in front of my water tower because it's kind of overlapping. And the same with this building here, it's in front of the potatoes building and this other building because it's overlapping it. We want all of our buildings to be overlapping each other so it looks like it's a really busy big city. So you're going to have to think about when you're making your city which ones you're going to glue down first. If you were going to do this one and you wanted it to be behind your other building, you wouldn't glue this one down first because then you couldn't get that other one underneath it. So once you have all your buildings cut out, arrange them on the piece of paper, and once you have decided which ones you want where, then glue them down. But don't glue them down until you have them all cut out. Does that make sense? When we're all done and we have them all glued down, we're going to write our names on the back. If you don't get your buildings all glued down today, write your name on the back of the building and we'll hold on to it till next time. And then next week we will add a beautiful sky to our nighttime scene. So let's get to work.